Welcome back to the Factory, you guys. Today we are having the great debate, which is we're going to be talking with two Kino warriors arguing for
Greg O'Gallagher.
Greg O'Gallagher and the Kino warrior,
yes,
and the Kino warrior process. So I was thinking, and I'm over here, Dallin Wardrop, smash that like button. Got you. And I'm going to be arguing for Jeff Cavalier, AthleanX.com. He's the man. Okay, so I figured the quick setup, you have like 45 seconds to tell us what the program's like with Greg and why you chose it and how the program goes, and maybe if you guys have before and after pictures, we'll slam them in. And then I will talk about I'll make an argument for Jeff, and then we'll just...
How much is Jeff paying you to do this?
Dude, Jeff. So Jeff hired me recently. No. Okay. But I am a big Jeff Cavalier fan. I think my last 4 or 5 videos has all just been like drinking his products, telling you guys how they are. Okay, so we'll turn the time over to these wonderful Kino warriors.
What program did you do?
So I started on Greek God, and I felt like I saw results pretty quickly, but then I feel like I got kind of plateaued after like I would probably say 2 months. So then I started doing the Warrior Shred, and I still like ate the calories of the Greek God program, but I was like doing the Warrior workouts because they're pretty similar. There's just like a few different moves.
So how many are there? Like you got Greek God, Warrior Shred.
Greek God, Warrior Shred.
Oh, then there's like
a Superman. Oh, there's an aggressive fat loss.
Yeah, that one.
That's if you're like, you lose
then
like 50 plus.
And then superhero, something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I did Warrior Shred.
Is that like normally like where people start?
Yeah, I'd say mostly because like Warrior Shred's good if you're like skinny fat. It's like if you're trying to bulk, I'd say Greek God, that's where he was at.
Yeah.
But I feel like a majority of guys are kind of like, once you get in that work life environment, you just don't, you're kind of getting like, you're not like fat, but
for like
bit.
teenagers that are trying to bulk and like get a good physique, Greek God is probably the program for you. But like if you're like kind of getting like skinny fat or like you're at like a desk job, probably like Warrior Shred is probably the best.
Totally.
So the programs sound like they don't build off each other. I'm going to make a little argument for Jeff here. We've got like Athlean X1, and then you have like Athlean X2, and then there's a bunch of other programs where you can bulk, you can focus just on biceps, whatever. And he's spitting out new programs all the time. And he has another thing that is actually like, if you can join it, and it's just he's uploading videos every month outside of his YouTube channel, and it's the athletes that he's working with, like the professional athletes that he's working with, you can be following along with what he's training them that month, and then you can kind of just continue to follow along and progress. So it's a little bit more of a lifetime investment where you can have something to follow throughout, rather than like I did my P90X for 90 days and now I don't know what to do. So
yeah,
that's nice.
I mean, so Greg's like Warrior Shred, for example, it's like a 90-day program, and then you have like phase 2, which could be like another 2 to 3 months, and then kind of like he switches off in phases. But yeah, I'd say 6 to 9 months, like you kind of finish the program. But my thought when I did Warrior Shred is go through, cut down a little bit, and then get into like Greek God, bulk up a little bit more. So kind of like, I mean, in a sense, you could say that they build off of each other just based off like what calories you're doing.
So does he work that into his program? Like, is there like a nutrition plan and a 6-pack promise plan and like stuff like that?
Yeah, no, he goes into abs, and he says like, okay, once you're done, like here's like the next thing that he would recommend. So
like another program or at the end of your workout?
Yeah, no, another program, like at the end of 90 days or whatever it is. Yeah. So, and the thing, what I like is, especially like when you get older, you don't have like all the time to spend at the gym.
Yeah.
I get my workouts done in 30 minutes, and then if I want to, bust out some more abs or more cardio or whatever, spend another 15, 20 minutes in the gym, like 45 minutes, I'm in and out of there.
Okay, so you guys are 3 days a week. That's it.
Core lifts, yeah.
Core lifts.
Like heavy lifts. Reverse pyramid. Which I actually love reverse
I like
pyramid
it too.
Because
so what is that?
So basically, it's like you do your heaviest set very first and like 4 to 6
Yeah.
reps, and then you go like down maybe like 15%.
Is that like
Yeah.
was that like Warrior Shred and Greek God, or is
Yeah,
that
That's
like
all. I think,
I think it's all of them.
all of
And
them?
like
Yeah.
that's like part of me used to be like, but now like I have the most. Obviously, you're like less fatigued at the beginning, and so I love like doing like starting with weighted pull-ups like super heavy instead of like getting burned out doing like 12 reps of like with like a 25-pound plate, whereas like I instead 45-pound plate like 6 reps and then go to 35 and then I feel
So
more
you
like
can only do a 45-pound plate 6 times.
I'm like, how many,
No, we get up
how many-
to like 90, 100 pounds. You know, but that's that's the real Kino Warriors.
yeah,
That's a
but
Kino.
That's the Kino
the
way.
nice thing, well, and honestly, like the reason why I like Kinobody is like I just like Greg's physique, like visually, like it's a vain reason, but I think that's like kind of what you want. You want like the point of working out is like you want to gain confidence and you want to like be fit, and so
Okay.
I wanted that body. Whereas like Jeff's body, it like he's older and it like he has a like an incredible body, but at the same time, like I just like
So,
the physique.
That's one thing. I'm just interrupting you because that's one thing that I like. I don't like Greg's program because, and I like Jeff's because I like to play tennis. I like to play basketball. I like to play sports. I like to snow ski, and I want like my muscles to work together to like be able to do that and not get injured. So that's where I'm like, I don't want to just do core lifts and like look good like bis and tris and chest and whatever. Like, obviously I want that as like a result, but that's not like my top priority. Like I would rather be athletic, which I feel like Jeff focuses a lot on that. Like you want to look like an athlete, you got to train like an athlete, and so you're gonna look shredded, but your muscles are trained together in a way that's not like if I don't lift it exactly how I've trained it, then I might get a tear or whatever. Like it's just like the full.
No, playing devil's advocate, like to my side of things, I would agree with you. Like Greg's is purely like physique, looks, all that stuff. Where you're doing these key lifts and you're focused on getting stronger there, where it's like you're gonna look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it doesn't necessarily carry over to the basketball court. Like I've noticed too, like if like okay, I get super strong, but then I like get on the basketball court. I've been played for a while. My muscles are kind of feeling a little awkward.
My biggest plug is like I watch Jeff's videos and I'm just like, this guy is annoying. Like his voice and like the way he looks. I know that's so rude.
Tony Horton.
Like I don't know, like just the way he talks and like his like intonation and like just I'm just like like I can't even watch it. It like hurts my eyes.
Hurt your eyes or your ears?
Whereas
Eyes or your ears?
Greg is just like the classic bro. Like he's easygoing, he's laid back, he's funny. He's just, like he knows
So-
he's a douche and a bro.
I just
But
do
does
it
Greg
because
have any like background, or is he just like the classic 25-year-old who figured out how to get ripped himself?
I only do it because he rents Lambos. Like if he didn't rent the Lambo, like I would not even be in the.
No, I don't know. I
You wanna
honestly don't know what his background is. Like he's young, but like he's figured out his business model and it works. And he has tons. His fans are like freaking like.
I will say this: Greg, back when I first started, was like a year and a half ago. I think he had a better physique. I like the more like lean, chiseled. Whereas like now, I personally think he's too bulky.
He's like,
but, like
so big.
some
like,
guys are into that. So like good, but like when I first
like who cares if the guys are into it?
no, but like that's
Pride Month.
that's when I first got in the program though. That's why I joined his program, bought it. Because it's like, all right, I like the lean, chiseled physique. Whereas, like, if I would have found him now and seen how bulky he is, I'm like,
So
I'm
that's
not
actually
about that.
true with Jeff Cavalier too. If you go watch his older videos, he was so much skinnier. And then honestly, he did this how to like get big biceps. He built out a program. People were asking for it. He builds it out, and like legit
I
at
think
the
I've
end of it,
watched one of those.
he had these massive biceps. And like now you go and watch a Jeff Cavalier video, link in description. But seriously, he's like huge now, completely jacked.
I mean, I'll give him credit because, Jeff, how old is he? 40, 50, 60? I don't even know how old he is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, any young 20s, mid 20s, like you've got a lot of mid young 20s that are pretty ripped. Like it's not that hard, especially if that's your business and you're doing it every single day and that's the only thing you're focusing on. It's not that because you're basically carrying over your physique from your teens, in your early 20s, high school, college. It's not that tough to be It's pretty ripped.
Very true. So
that's true. I would love to see like Greg continue to do his programs in like 10 years from now. Like if it was sustainable, or if it's just like it kind of like works with the stage of life that he's at.
yeah. So I mean, agreed. I think that like one thing that I love about Jeff is like he has actual certifications of legitness. Like he's an actual like chiropractor, went to school, puts the science back in
Dude,
strength.
screw certifications. What's the nutrition like?
Okay.
So that's for me. That's another big thing. I think probably for most people watching is like nutrition. Obviously, you got the lifts and stuff, but like the more you lift and get in the gym, you realize that's like 10-15% of it. Because if you're just consistent, anyone can be consistent. It's more of like what you do out of the gym, what you eat,
Right.
and that's been
so
more
does
my
he get,
thing.
But he doesn't give you a program. So like when I buy a Jeff Cavalier program, it's like $90, and I get a whole workout program, and I get access to a whole bunch of like Athlean X approved recipes. That any type of thing I want to look up, like he has different breakfasts.
Just gives macros.
No, they've got a macro calculator, so it's all based off intermittent fasting, right? Like, which I actually kind of like, because then you're just like, it's a good concept of like just, like once you break your fast, you realize like you want to put good things into your body, and so I think it helps you start out the day on a good note.
That's what I will say. Like the intermittent fasting is probably Greg's biggest best platform, because he always is talking about how like the longevity, that like there's so many research benefits with intermittent fasting. So like the fact that he was kind of like before this whole hype of intermittent fasting, he was doing it a little bit before that, and so I think this platform of like that is the base of his, and it actually works because the results that he shows, he's always on his social media, he's posting the like before and afters of all of the like Kino warriors, and it's like pretty impressive. Like you honestly look at it and you're like, dang.
I mean, every fitness guy is going to have before and after pictures that are impressive. But like one thing that's nice about Jeff, it's a full program. You get access to a website that's going to give you all these recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks that are approved, and like a full eating plan that you can follow, and you can just find meals that you like and substitute like any snack that you like. You don't have to like stick to the program; just that's your snack, whatever. And with that, he has all of his supplements like RX1, RX2, and RX3. And on top of that, he has Six Pack Promise, which if you guys have seen any of Jeff Cavalier's like YouTube videos of ab workouts, it's basically just a whole database of all these different ab workouts together. And you can say like, I have a dumbbell, or I have a hanging bar, and then you put what equipment you have, or I don't have any equipment. And then it will spit out a workout for you based on like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, like 4 minutes, depending on like how intense it is. And so it's like if you have time after your workout, you can just hit, all right, end workout, and then I've got time for some abs, click that, and now you're doing a Jeff Cavalier ab workout, which is it's just smooth, like that whole process.
Yeah.
Is pretty good.
No, and I mean I'll give him that, because one thing I've noticed with Greg's, which Greg does, I mean it's really easy to like go through and count your macros, and he's got like the meal plans and all that stuff. But I like it because based off the macros, you can go through and adjust the meals, or like if you're out with friends or whatever, you kind of just like mix and match. You kind of get to know like how much protein's in chicken or all these different things. So after some time you can eyeball it. However, I do like the concept of like the different workouts, because like in Warrior Shred, you've got 2 core ab workouts, and even like now I've been doing it for about a year's program, and even switching off like these alternate workouts and all that stuff, you get to a point where you're kind of hitting like this like plateau level of like I don't know, I don't feel like if I go do a different workout, I can really burn my muscles big time. If I keep going back to the classic like core lifts, then it's like I'm not really gonna be feeling it too much.
But I will say we did an earlier review in another video about the pre-workout of like Jeff's pre-workout versus the Kino. Like the ingredients were way cleaner with Greg's, which actually shocked me, because
That surprised me too.
that like way cleaner. Like the ingredients of Jeff's was shocking, because I'm like, well, if he's giving out a eating plan of like what you should and shouldn't eat, I'm like, you shouldn't be taking this product because it's not clean. Like like there's sucralose and there's all these other things where I'm like, where Greg's always touting, like he's like saying, it's like the cleanest thing on the market, and then like I actually like read the ingredients and I'm like, okay, it is actually a lot cleaner than other pre-workouts, including Jeff's.
And
So-
it tastes. You can taste that it's much smoother and softer, and not like as like fake of like ingredients that kind of kick your butt.
Yeah,
You can taste that.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, honestly, I was super just because like of stereotypes of like the way Greg's following is. And
That's true.
Jeff's.
Yeah, you would think
I
Jeff
would
would
have
be more
thought the flip flop,
Yeah.
but anyway, you learn
That's
every
true.
day.
And actually, the one thing that disappoints me about Jeff, is he rarely does videos about his products and like trying to sell you on his products. Like he's really selling you on the overall fitness picture and like saying this is what I bring to the table from like a fitness standpoint. But then his products, like he has like a few videos on it, and then it's just there's not a lot really. And I think that he could push that more, and maybe he doesn't push it because some of the products don't have like the best ingredients that wouldn't coincide with like how he eats and what he tells you to eat. But I don't know, that's interesting. I'm a little disappointed in that, honestly. So that's
I also have a question too about because like I can access Jeff's ab workouts like typing into YouTube Jeff Cavalier abs, and I do it all the time. But I'm saying like I can't as easily access Greg's content by being Greg O'Gallagher or this workout. Like it's more restricted.
Yeah.
So like in that sense, it's like I would pay money to get Greg's program versus Jeff's because I'm like, well, they're so available.
Well, so actually, Jeff's Cavaliers program, I think I said this on this channel before, but I followed him for about 6 to 8 months before I actually bought something because he has so much good stuff on YouTube. Like, seriously, you want to train to get bigger traps, you want to hit your upper chest, like anything like that. Because even in his program, the other day I'm doing Beast right now, almost done last week, and I noticed I felt like I wasn't getting my upper chest like up here very well. So that's YouTube upper chest workouts. Jeff Cavalier, he has a video on it. He hits you like with 12 different workouts, which is it's super nice because you have a whole database of Jeff Cavalier approved workouts for like certain spots. So like because I feel like he does a pretty good job of hitting everything so that you like look like an athlete. But it's nice to be able to like say, hey, I want to focus on this, and you can dive in and get that content. So I feel like that's free to everyone, but it's also like the big pull of like why I would want to also buy it in one of his programs because I know that he's consistently speeding out quality content.
True.
Yeah.
And all of Greg's videos that I see on YouTube are just like ads that could like pre-roll before this video. You know, it's just like, yo, you want to look like this? Which, yeah, I obviously do. But I just like that the science back in strength. I like that Jeff Cavalier, he works for the New York Mets. He trains like the most beastly people on earth.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so he has credibility that's like very legit in the real world, and he's older. Like he has Sylvester Stallone giving him a shout out, showing him a workout that Jeff had just done before. So Sylvester Stallone was like, "Oh, that's sick! Like I want to try that." Like Jeff's a great trainer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, he's like a goat of being sexy and buff. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, hey, maybe I won't convert fully, but I'll try Athlean X.
Triathlon next. The other thing that I will say that I like about Greg is he does these cool competitions, like beginning of the year competition. You want to change?
Cool.
You want to change your life? It's gonna take you 90 days. Blah blah blah. He's such a bro. I can hardly handle it. But he'll be like, the winner gets $2,000 cash and like
Kino Octane.
and all his free octane, which is his pre-workout. And so it's kind of fun. And then everyone like participates, whatever. Like
Well, that's one of the reasons I do love Greg is because I feel like for me, getting into working out, like I hated going to the gym and working out like until like a couple of years ago. But Greg takes like the intense. Does that make sense? Like he makes it fun and makes it light.
It brings like the
Whereas,
community feel.
Yeah, where Jeff is so intense. Like I watch his videos and I'm like, shiz, I don't even want to take one step in the gym. You know, like I'm like, whoa. But like where Greg, it's almost like because he's so chill and light and like just kind of a douche, then it's just kind of funny. Like it's like, oh, like it takes like the parts of working out that you hate. It kind of like, you know.
Well, yeah, Athlean X, you have to work out hard. Actually, I'm gonna do a self brag, but I've had trainers at the gym come up to me, and literally the other day he said, "You're the hardest working person in the gym." And he said, and he like followed me around for my entire workout, like so curious about how the lifts work together, why you do them in that order, like just like super curious. And he's a trainer at Equinox in New York City, which is like the highest end gym in the city, you know, and.
Yeah.
and he's just
And
he's
you're
like,
doing Jeff's workouts.
and I'm doing Jeff's workouts. He's super curious about them, loves everything that I'm doing, and he's just like, you're the hardest working guy in the gym, and it's just because like Jeff's all about like you can't work out hard for a long period of time. So like you just gotta come in, crank it. Like your guys' workouts are 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Jeff's workouts are like anywhere from like a 20-minute on an like a non-lifting day to like a 40-minute ish on a lifting day. So you just go in there, crush, and that's it. Like it's nice. So like I have 3 core lifting days as well, and then I have more of a cardio and maintenance day, I call it. So like you're doing like these types of things, like whatever, like I don't even know what that is called, but
mobility workouts.
Mobility workouts, which are super key when you're doing these heavy strength workouts. And that's like, I don't know if you guys ever had an injury, but like my knees hurt from doing vert shock. A lot of you guys already know. But doing Jeff's programs, it strengthens me in the right way, like doing stretches that he recommends to the point where like I don't have knee pain anymore. I can go play basketball and maybe like they're a little tight, a little achy, but overall I can go do athletic things and not feel pain, which is like just a byproduct of doing a Jeff Cavalier workout, where I feel like a Greg workout's more like he doesn't care about if your knees hurt or if you have shoulder pain from lifting or things like that. You can't like go figure out how to cure that. Is that true?
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about you guys.
He doesn't care one bit, dude. No, I like Jeff's approach of more of how the body, the muscles, and everything functions together. Obviously, he's got a lot more schooling behind him on that.
Yeah,
where I think Greg's kind of, like taking those core lifts, which obviously they work in the physique side of things.
Yeah.
And just running with that. So
cool. Any other comments?
No, I think we're good. I think the conclusion is that Kinobody's probably the better program.
But I thought the conclusion was you guys were gonna want to try Athlean next.
No,
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm more interested in Athlean X after this. Like, I'd be more willing to try it out. But yeah, I think there's pros and cons. It just depends on what you want.
It depends what you want, and I also would say like I would try Greg's workouts like later on in life when maybe I'm not like super into like doing athletic things, and I just want to stay in shape, look good, and I'm not like
3 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week.
yeah, and like I see that, and if you just like, and he even brands it like that. He's like, you want the Hollywood physique, blah 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 blah. He doesn't say like you want to be the most athletic guy out on the field, like do this. Like he doesn't care about that.
He's all about like
I'm under the impression everyone's a winner, and so I will try Jeff's, I will try Greg's, and switch back. Because honestly, I think that's what's best is just like going through and mixing it up. And so like you can't like just buy one program and that's going to be like the cure all for your rest of your life. I mean, I guess with
actually
Jeff's that
AX1
technically is, but I like to kind of mix it up because if you're doing P90X or Greg's thing or whatever, the same thing for the rest of, like, I mean, they're usually 9-day programs, so it's like every 90 days just mix it up a little bit.
Can I throw in one more plug for Jeff? Jeff, I'm a boy. He also has workouts that are like Athlean Zero, where it's zero equipment. So like if you're on the road a lot, different things, like there's these intense workouts that you can do and a full program. I think it's like a 45-day program. And like I got that one, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just these crazy bodyweight workouts that if you're out at the lake or whatever, like you have no excuse to like not get in a good shred or like to just like put in work because he's got you with that. So that's another thing about that is like super nice with the amount of programs that he has and how many subs. I mean, this doesn't mean anything, but Jeff has like 7 million YouTube subscribers. He's been doing this for a while. I don't know. How many does Greg have?
I have no idea.
500,000 maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
My
How'd you guys even find out about it?
last thing. It's okay. Honestly, do you want to know how I found out about Greg?
Yeah.
I had a bunch of friends last January starting the keto diet.
Yeah.
And so for some, like I thought it was Kino diet, so I typed in Kino diet, and all the images popped up of Greg, and I was like, this guy's got a freaking good body. And then I realized that Kino and keto are different things.
Yes.
But then I remembered in the back of my mind, I started the keto diet, did it for 2 months, and then I was like, wait, but like that Kino thing though.
But that Kino though.
So then I like looked into Kinobody, and then I was like getting more into like lifting and working out, and I was like, frick, this guy does 3 days a week. Like, I could put in 3 days a week. Like, that's my max.
He probably does Kino, honestly, for like SEO.
Yeah.
Kino, people mistype it. Whatever.
I don't know, but
I don't
it worked because
know.
I was like, anyway, so that's why I got into Kino. But I will say, Kinobody is the first workout where I've been able to see like legitimate results.
Yeah.
And it's the workout where it's sustainable. Like I could,
Yeah,
I feel like I
sustainable for
could
sure.
do Kinobody for my whole life. Like I could intermittent fast and do lifting 2 or 3 times heavy, like literally for the rest of my life. Whereas like all these like. Whereas a lot of these other workouts like Insanity or like P90X or like all these like really or like I don't know Athlean X super intense workouts, I get burned out. I do it for 2
Yeah.
months and I'm like I'm
It's
done.
true.
And then you don't work out for 6 months and then you start another program.
So I do feel like that's a good. I mean, I think that's the big key is like what do you feel like you can do over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you can do that with Athlean X. Obviously, it may not be for everyone, but I feel the same way. Like I feel like that's the first program that I did, and I saw like legitimate results from like an online program, and that's like I think that's like a big win because then in the back of your head you're like, well, I know it does work, and why would I go look somewhere else? And
Yeah, that's true. Once you
Yeah.
can like walk on and say, yeah, it's true.
cool. All right, you guys. Well, put in the comments down below if you are a Kino warrior or if you follow Jeff Cavalier. Let us know what you think, which program you think is good, which one you think is better. If you've tried both, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for joining us on the Mactory Boys. All right, take it easy. Peace.